Before the week started, we didn't know what to expect. We spent 2 days in the car and arrived in Hinton, West Virginia on Sunday. We were shocked by the accommodations. A big gym divided by huge black sheets of plastic to divide the sleeping areas. One side for boys and one for girls. After the group set up, there were mattresses everywhere. Our first impressions of our family weren't positive. Patty sat on the back stoop counting nails, not really speaking to us. We started our work. Sean showed up later with a big noisy truck and just watched. It was awkward. By Tuesday, Sean and Patty worked with us. They helped get the materials we needed. Patty held paint cans and chatted, and Sean helped us with various tasks, especially wiring switches, which none of us had ever done before. They started speaking with us and telling us stories of their lives. We found out that Sean had been hurt in a construction accident and Patty had been shunned by her family. They shared the article about their house fire. By Wednesday, our work was almost done and we were going to have to leave. Although we were afraid of them at first on Wednesday, we didn't want to leave. They became our friends and we wished we could spend more time with them. If we ever go back to Hinton, we all feel we would want to visit them and see how they were doing.
As we got deeper in the week, we were introduced to a family unlike the others. This home was very separated from Hinton, and the family was very different from Sean and Patty. The family consisted of 5 members, a mother and a father who never came out of the house, and 3 teenagers, Jay, Dusty, and Holly. Let's just say they weren't comfortable around other people. Jay, the 18-year-old, greeted us with his pet alligator named Al. He wore an 18-inch knife strapped to his leg and shared with us the people who he did not like. Although we were there to help, we felt like we were intruding and disrupting their everyday life. Over and over again, he tried to shock us by using words and actions not suitable for this presentation. However, underneath it all, he was also there to help our group. He shared stories with us about problems in school and in everyday life. It was almost easy to see why he was withdrawn from society. It was upsetting to see a family so removed from others. By the end of the day, Team Determination seemed to have lost hope. The weather was bad, there was little to do, and I believe I've already shared who exactly we were with. However, what was ironic is that the family had called the ASP Center and insisted that we did not return. The father, who again we never saw, said having people around the house made him nervous. It was hard to figure out why they had complained about us. We wonder what could have happened if we had stayed the extra day with them. We might have been able to learn more about this truly unique family, and they could have learned about us.
I have a part from my cousin JR, who also went on this trip. Overall, our team was able to work together quite well and smoothly over the week. Even though we were passed around to a total of 3 different work sites, our unity and quality remained strong. At our first site, we had to replace windows, so we each took a different task in the process. Some of us removed the windows, some of us replaced panes, and some of us put in the new windows. At our second work site, we worked on ladders. Some of us had to spot for those who actually went up on the ladders, so our teamwork kept us safe. At our last site, the underpinning was a big undertaking. So some of us prepared the site while others cut the metal to the proper sizes. The actual installation required several people, as some held the sheets in place while others nailed and drilled. For many of us, this experience was life-altering. We learned that you have to be careful with first impressions. If we hadn't given Sean and Patty a chance, we wouldn't have gotten to know them. If we hadn't taken the time to listen, we wouldn't have known that what put them in this position they were in wasn't laziness. Accidents, illnesses, and a house on fire all contributed to their circumstance. During this week, we learned about ourselves. We learned how to do new things. We hung and glazed windows, wired switches, climbed on roofs, banged siding, hammered nails, painted soffits, cleaned out debris from the fire, and underpinned a trailer. We surprised ourselves by what we could do. We were also surprised by how well we bonded with each other. We knew each other at the beginning of the week, but by the end of the week, we were much closer and worked as a team. We supported each other through the heat and hard work. It felt good to know that we had helped people. It was exciting to know that for each family, we were making a difference. We were able to use the gifts that God gave us to make that difference.